Welcome everybody, my name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at ADA against the USDT pair. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you'd like to show your support, please hit that like and subscribe button below and feel free to comment with any feedback you may have. While you're down there, you can find a link to our Discord. This is where all the magic happens. We have live AMAs with the whole team twice a week, live chart analysis daily at 1 p.m, Elliott wave theory lessons, TA requests from members, and a whole list of other things going on in there. Why not come and have a look? Once in the general chat area, just mention a member of staff and we'll be happy to help you out. So there's a few options getting into the price action here for ADA. There's a few options that I'm currently looking at. This is one of them where we're looking at the potential of a diagonal movement within this fifth wave so it's still unclear whether this fifth wave is with this option we would have an additional fourth and fifth, but there's other ways of reading this where this is the end of the move, but we would have to wait for confirmation once that occurs. Either way, I'm still seeing potential for a move to the upside once we have completion of this diagonal, whether it is a shorter term move or a longer term move. It does look like there's potential for an upwards direction. So that being said, there's also potential that we could be extending within these waves, and it's too early to say yet. But unless we start taking out some of these high points, we can argue that we have 1s, 1-2s, and things in here that could extend. We'll go over that in a second. But for this option, I'm looking at this as a possibility of a from this move to the top here. This is an A wave, this down as a B, and then this coming in here as an ending as a diagonal in a C wave. If that's the case, we'll be looking for a move to the upside here in this fourth wave, then a move down in this fifth wave. This fifth wave, should it play out as a diagonal, cannot cross the low point, or cannot cross this 2756 area for it to be considered a diagonal. If we move down past below that, then we'll be looking at something else. But this is the one option I'm looking at. So should we face rejection from this current area that we're in, we could be looking for an additional zigzag to the downside to complete this. If this is following this count, then I would still be expecting this yellow fourth here to the upside, and then that should also in itself develop as some kind of a zigzag to the upside. So within this move here, looking at it as a diagonal, if we move up above this 34.43 area, that would sort of invalidate this option. So that's basically everything for this option. If we get this move down here, then I'd be expecting a bigger zigzag to the upside. We would only really get a gauge of how high this was going by the first wave potentially, and looking for a 1-to-1 or something like that, because there's no sort of hard and fast rules with this with these diagonals. Basically, the fourth wave might be short, or it could come higher up. Only thing is it can't cross this wave 2 up here at 43. Let me get an exact number here. At 43.78. So move above that would invalidate this as a potential diagonal move down. Once again, we would have to wait for the completion of this third wave if this is going to be the case. And then we could try and get a line off of it, though these fifth waves can truncate in a contracting diagonal. So that's what we're looking for. The 1-to-1 of this A wave comes down to this 2672 area, which could be a target area that we fall into. So that's the diagonal option that I'm looking at. There is, with this current move up here, even though like here we're looking at it as a fourth wave, this could develop as a zigzag, because it potentially looks to have 5 waves in it. Though currently, if we were to look at this as a wave 1 and this for wave 3, it's only just touched on it. It hasn't crossed it, so it's making me less confident in it. And then this could just be some kind of a corrective movement where we have an ABC, and then this is an X wave, and then we're looking for an ABC up. If we do move up past this zone here indicated at 32.14, then I would say that we were within this third wave, and then we'd be looking for a fourth and a fifth to follow. Failing to do that, we could be looking at a situation where we have, because we can count this as a 5-wave moves and even the sub waves. So I'm just being mindful that if we have a move down here into this B wave support zone here between 0.3096 and 0.2994, that we could be looking at potentially a bigger move to the upside here. And if that was the case, we would be looking at a higher move potentially, and looking at this as a potential expanding flat. So it all relies on whether some validation of this would come at crossing this 29.53. If we fall below that again, then that confirms that this is not an impulsive structure within here. If however we hold it and we retrace into this green box area, we could be looking at a move that that does something like this in an ABC. Currently, let's get this on the mark with the current waveform. Let's go to 618 retracement. That's just a common area of retracement. As an ABC, we'd be looking for a potential move up to this area here. Let me mark up the line. And that would be 0.335. If that happens, then we could just look at this as a completed structure. A move up past this 0.3511 area, which I'm going to also mark. If we move up past that point and we progress in this A, B, and then we make a move up past here, then I would be looking at this rather as a 5-wave move to the upside. Potential target areas for this, should it develop like this, would be this 1-to-1 area here at 0.3616, or if it was going to become an expanding flat, this potential area up here. Though, given the current shape of this one, I don't know if it would have enough to reach up there, especially if this is the impulsive trigger for the third. It's more likely that it would end up being a running flat and end before this A wave top here. Another thing that I just wanted to go over quickly, which I've been looking at within this count here, and what I want to explain is we need to be mindful that until we take out some of these high points, there's always the potential that we could be getting extension within these waves. So even though like here the wave 1 hasn't reached impulse yet, this we need to be careful that we're not getting something like this where we get a 1 and then a 2 again, and then it starts to break down. Especially, I think, what are the stochastics on? The 4 hours overbought, 8 hours overbought, daily is still quite low. So the 4 hour and the 8 hour look like they want to correct, but we do have a little bit more in the 1 hour's got some gas in the tank, and so does the daily. So we're going to just keep an eye on this. Should we continue to hold this current low level here at 0.2953, then potentially we can look at this as having some upward potential. If we fail to hold this zone, though, I would say that we're going to either start breaking down, and then there's going to be some kind of an extension within these waves, which is going to push us down lower. We've got some fifth wave target areas here, which are between I've got double lines here. Sorry, between 2955 and 2734. That's currently, we've just wicked into it, but if we move down into this area, there's potential for a bounce. But we'll have to see how the waves progress, because like I said, if we start getting extensions within this could become a 1-2, and then this is all uh, forming part of the wave 3 move down. So we just need to be aware that until we take out these high points of 33.25 and let's get it right on the money, 34.43, we need to be aware that there could be some extensions that happen here. So those are the things that I'm looking out for. I hope you found the video useful, and if you liked it, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, everyone. I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.